Friday Night Basketball. The silky athletic floor conductor, Jamal Crawford and the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Atlanta, Philadelphia.
We can expect plenty of points out of this man tonight, Joe Johnson. Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. With Clark Kellogg doing the analysis, this is Kevin Harlan for 2K Sports in our broadcast of the NBA. It's the end of a string of away games for the Hawks as they look forward to returning home after this one. So far, their start to the season not quite up to par relative to last year. Still early, and they'll keep working at it, trying to get ahead and go in the right direction. Some interesting stats start to pop up when you look at the Hawks. They played the fourth slowest paced in the league last year. That kind of surprises me with all their athleticism.
Me too, Kevin. I mean, you would think they would be much more committed to playing at a faster pace, especially since they've got so many guys that would seem to thrive in that kind of offense.
Horford with it, guarded by Hawes. From the wing, the shot by Johnson, no good. On defense, the Hawks. Turner with it. Al Horford with the rebound. Back to the Hawks pace that we saw last year. Why switch to a slower offense then?
Well, I think part of it was it helped them maybe limit turnovers. Sometimes teams aren't capable of playing efficiently and fast. And overall, because they're a young team, maybe a slower pace kept the turnovers down.
But you'll take energy anytime you can get it, won't you?
Yeah, I think I would. Yes, sir.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Smith and Horford at the 4 and the 5. Crawford out there with Mike Bibby and Johnson. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Doug Collins, the new head coach for Philadelphia, spent his entire playing career with the Sixers. They took him with the #1 overall pick way back in 1973. He was a four-time All-Star and helped lead them to the NBA Finals in 1977 before a knee injury forced him to retire. Now, with a #2 pick in the draft in Evan Turner, Collins has a chance to lead them back to the playoffs. Gentlemen.
Thank you for that, Doris. And so here is Atlanta after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Crawford outside. Hawes snatches it inside. Hawks on D. And Clark, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And as you might expect, it was not a tough series to win last season, given where these teams ended up.
Now here's Williams. And here's Bibby. And Smith backing in. Throws it up. Can't hit. And the 76ers go the other way. Clark, opposite ends of the conference here. The expectations are pretty much the same as last season.
Well, Kevin, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know where the upsets will take place, but they do occur pretty much all the time.
Here's Williams. Bibby covering. The 3.
Oh, and they're looking a little tense to me to start this game. 0 for 4 from the field so far.
The shot by Williams, no good. Smith outside. Horford backing in. Williams pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 3, and it's Horford picking him up. Now here's Williams. His last outing, he had 8 points. Deflects the pass. Here's Hawes. Blocked.
They just are having all kinds of problems getting the ball to fall to start this game.
For 3, Bibby. Good.
Mike Bibby.
Here is Williams. Under 9 minutes left in the first. Here's Turner. Hawes guarded by Horford to stop the drought. Hawes, no luck. And it's the Hawks with the ball. 6-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Their field goal percentage was poor. That's the only way I can describe it. It was woeful. And they know they can't come out and expect to get on top by shooting poorly. They got to do a better job with their shot selection and offensive execution.
Here's Williams. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks leading by 6. Now Bibby. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis. Here's Crawford. And the 76ers with possession. Looking for their first basket of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I didn't think we saw a real strong outing defensively from them, Kevin. And very few teams can get away with winning, maybe a handful of games, if that, relying solely on their offense. So far, he just can't get one to go from the field. It's just been one of those kind of games.
Williams against Bibby. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Does he make it look easy or what, partner? Trust me, that's not easy.
Oh, I know it. I think he could climb over the backboard if he wanted to. Nice second look we just had there with our Sprite Slam Cam. Here comes Lewis Williams. Not on the scoreboard yet. Laid in with the D draped all over him.
They took a long while to get a bucket. If they continue to score at this pace, they'll be in for a long game.
Here's Crawford. Johnson, the pass to Smith. Crawford outside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bibby. The shot is off. And the 76ers go the other way. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Larry Drew.
Kevin, as far as their offensive strategy, he told me the great thing about coaching this team is that he doesn't necessarily need to draw up any fancy strategy because these guys are so smart at that end of the floor. Today, it's more a matter of giving them a few basic ideas and letting them do the rest. Gentlemen?
Thank you, Doris. So shooting is certainly on the menu early in this one.
Well, when you get right down to it, that's the name of the game. You've got to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Horford, and he lays that one up and in. Horford's got his first points of the night.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And making a change here, the Hawks. Crawford's checked in.
One more time, give it up for your Sixers dancers.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
And it'll go the other way. The Hawks turn it over.
A little miscommunication on that one. Both guys have to be on the same page when you're moving the ball around.
Here is Williams. Under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Bibby covering. Behind the arc. It bounces out of bounds after the shot.
Hawks ball.
Here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Horford with it. 5 to shoot. And it's Smith again missing.
The defense read the scouting report, and they're going to sag off of him. He's just not a threat from out there.
Here's Iguodala. Kept alive. Pause. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Here is Bibby. Right around 5 minutes left in the first. 14 wins in the conference for the 76ers last year. Not a great total.
Not at all. I mean, there's no way to say it other than that. And what's strange is they had 25 wins against the East the year before that. So just a sharp, sharp decline.
The Hawks leading by 6. Andre Iguodala-Clark, not a great shooter, and that might be his only weakness.
I agree there, Kevin. I mean, he's really versatile, an outstanding finisher around the goal, an excellent defender, terrific athlete. I mean, he can play point forward where he actually runs the offense sometimes.
Iguodala can throw down some highlight reel dunks too. My goodness.
Yeah, he's terrific in that way. Creative, athletic, explosive, and he's got just the right size. You really look sweet when you throw it down in that 6'4" to 6'7" height range. You get beyond that, it sometimes doesn't have quite the flavor.
Elton Brand, certainly in the prime of his career, an all-star caliber big man. But Clark, you know, those days might be over. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, he lost some explosiveness coming off of that Achilles injury a couple of years back. All of his numbers are down. He's a guy that still gives you solid production, but I don't know if, in fact, he can reach that all-star level that he showed earlier in his career.
Now here's Johnson. Lets it go from the wing. Puts too much on it.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
And here is Turner. Unloads from 9. Jump shot is good that time. Here is Bibby. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Horford with a screen on Williams. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Nocioni is checked in for Iguodala. And Willie Green is subbed in for Evan Turner. Here is Williams. Now Nocioni. He's guarded by Johnson. Let's go with a 3. Brand snags it. Here's Hawes. Takes it up. Here's Brand. Puts the hammer down.
When he can turn a missed shot into that kind of slam, maybe the miss was a good thing.
Well, and what a lift it gives a team to see that type of play.
Well, he's leading by example. He's actually walking the talk when he makes plays like that.
And it's the Hawks with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Bibby. Connects on the baseline jumper. Bibby's got 5.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, Green. Here is Hawes. 13 feet out. Al Horford with the rebound.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Stripped it away.
And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done, it's hold on to the ball. They've had 4 turnovers already this quarter.
Guarded by Horford. Whoa! And there's the dunk. Here's Bibby. He's got 5. Goes up. It's blocked.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Williams against Johnson. Fades back. Williams can't get it to go.
I'm not sure why he faded away there, Kevin. The D wasn't really in a position to affect that shot.
Here's Johnson. Off the mark from 3. 76ers trailing. Here's Nocioni. And jammed in for 2 good eyes and hands there. Set it up.
Boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
Bibby against Williams. Releases. Another miss by Johnson. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Johnson against Williams. Here's Hawes. Blocked. And it's the Hawks with the ball. They trail by 1. It's tipped. And the 76ers with possession. Outside Williams. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more. And some changes here for the 76ers. Spates checked in for Brand. Iguodala comes in for Nocioni. And it's Turner in for Willie Green. Good for the three-point play. Here's Teague. 46 seconds left in the first. He's guarded by Williams. Horford kicks to Crawford. 5 to shoot. 4 on the clock. Can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
There's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots to get an edge in the rebounding area. He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle. He should leave those long bomb passes alone.
Outside Williams. Takes the 3. T rips down the defensive board.
It's not been a day to remember, but if they get the win, I'm sure being the team player that he is, he'll be fine. You know, the defense has really stepped up here to start this game. I like that. They came out ready to take care of business at that end of the floor. Solid defensive work across the board.
That's going to do it for the first quarter.